Well, we're getting close to the end. We only have 2 weeks to go. This week we're looking at professional sports. So professional sports are the most business-like of the different sport types that we have been looking at these past few weeks. So professional sports aren't really concerned with things like helping youth to learn teamwork skills. That's more of a function of youth sport and school sport that we looked at a couple of weeks ago. And they aren't really concerned, pro sports aren't really concerned with the average Joe, like me, being able to participate in them other than buying a ticket. I'm not going to play in the NFL, but they would like me to buy a ticket. Whereas in recreational sport, like the Little Rock Marathon, they want me to be an actual athlete and participant in that. So in professional sports, it's a little bit different because they're the most business-like. They're not really worried about me participating or my kids learning skills, like some of the other types of sports that we're looking at in these few weeks. Management concepts like marketing and sales are more important in pro sports than in any other sport type. So as you go through this lesson, this week's material, you're going to be looking at sports as if it's a business. So you'll probably be able to see that in some of the things that are emphasized in this week's lesson. So you have 2 weeks before the due date in this unit. There is a weekly reaction assignment, as usual, and there is also the final big assignment in this class, which is the sports organization analysis assignment. And this assignment asks you to look at a sports organization or event and pick one of the managing principles that we've talked about in this class. Now, management principles are things that we went over in the weekly material, so aspects of how the organization is run. And I used marketing in the example on the assignment. So you could also pick some various management functions like communications or sponsorship or facilities. These are all components of management in a sport organization. And you're asked to use your textbook as a reference and break down that management component and then relate how your organization does various aspects of that component. So I put an example in your assignment sheet that uses the Little Rock Marathon as an example of my organization, and then how it performs some of the various components of marketing that are in your textbook chapter. And I have some specific ones like fan identification or segmentation. So I'm asking you to break down that management aspect into some things that your book emphasizes, define those, and then tell me how your organization handles those various aspects. So I hope that you have a great couple of weeks. It'll be a little while before we talk again, so because of Thanksgiving break. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you again for being in this class with me this semester. I've enjoyed having you, and I hope you've enjoyed this class all right. So happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you soon.